Introduction to Case Citators for the Intellectual Property Research course at Boston College Law School. Citators are research systems that operate mechanically on the citations found in legal documents. They provide references to related documents as well as documents that cite the document you began with. One way to find additional cases discussing a point of law of interest is to read the cases cited by a case you've already found. Once a court decision is published, the decision itself almost never changes, but subsequent cases can still have an effect on the law as stated in the case. Citators are a means of leading you to newer cases that cite a case you started with. Originally, Shepherds provided law book owners with stickers that were pasted in the margins of case reporters to alert readers that newer cases cited the case they were reading. Shepherds soon had too much text to fit in the margins and began being printed as separate books and pamphlets that included the same citing references that had been included in the marginal notes. Shepherds is available electronically on Lexis and contains the same information that originally appeared in the margins or in the print Shepherds, but in an easier-to-read format with links to cited cases. Cases on Lexis include a summary of Shepherds' treatment of the case on the side, much like the Shepherd stickers in the old reporter volumes, along with a link that allows you to fully Shepherdize the case. Let's look at Shepard's treatment of a more recent case, Authors Guild v. Google Incorporated, 804 F. 3rd, 202, 2nd Circuit 2015. Lexis provides parallel citations that Shepard's provided in the print age to allow lawyers to look up the same case in a different publisher's reporter. Only the Lexis site is a digital-born citation. The other citations represent places you could find this case in different sets of books in the physical world. Select Appellate History to find decisions related to the same litigation that brought about the decision you started with. Shepard's Appellate History begins with a graphical display of the decisions connected to this litigation. They can be before or after the case you started with and can be appeals or remands or just related cases. Shepard's full history is a chronological listing of these related cases in chronological order, beginning with prior history. But only the subsequent history needs to be checked when using Shepard's to verify a case. Negative appellate treatment includes cases that reverse or vacate decisions. The Citing Decisions link takes you to the same place as the Shepherdize this document link next to the case itself. This is the main section of Shepard's citing decisions. This is a reference to any case that has ever cited the case we started with. Results can be filtered by analysis, which means whether the citing court said something positive or negative about the case, or whether it is merely cited in its decision. Court, publication status, how lengthy the discussion of the case is, the specific headnotes referred to, the date of the decision, or by conducting a search within the citing cases for words, phrases, or a Boolean search statement. Your results can also be sorted by court, analysis, discussion, or date. The default sort order is highest to lowest court, but it can be changed to analysis, most negative to most positive, length of discussion, or newest cases first. We can also choose to see a listing of the cited cases or view the citation to our original case in context. Be sure to check any negative treatment by other citing cases to see if they will affect the precedential value of your case as authority. Negative case treatments include overruled, warning, and questioned. Moving to other citing sources, we now have easy access to secondary sources like law reviews, restatements, and treatises that cite this case, as well as links to where this case appears in notes to decisions in U.S. Code Service. These sources can be filtered by content type, motion type, and date. We can also run a word search in these documents. The table of authorities is a listing of the cases cited in our original decision with indications if any of those cases have had subsequent negative treatment. When we view a case on Westlaw, we have access to its citator, KeyCite, through the tabs at the top of the case. The History tab provides the listing of the other decisions arising out of this lawsuit as both a listing and a graphical representation. Citing references include all documents in Westlaw that refer to your case by citation. Choose a content type under View to see filtering options. Choose to view citing cases, and then we have the option of narrowing our results by jurisdiction, date, depth of treatment, headnote topics, treatment status, reported status, or by searching within the collection of citing cases. Within each headnote topic, we can select one or more individual headnotes to filter by, and we have the option of sorting our results chronologically or by depth of treatment. One very handy feature on Westlaw is the negative treatment that brings the negative direct history and negative citing references together in one place, since a conscientious researcher would definitely want to check every negative reference to see if it has an impact on the validity of the case being examined. When we come to a case through KeyCite, our search term was the citation we are key citing. So clicking on the search terms link will take us to the section of the citing case that is discussing the original case. Cited with is a new feature of KeyCite that helps cases that are often cited with, that helps us find cases that are often cited with our case, even though they don't cite each other. KeyCite also has a table of authorities which serves as a quick check of the validity of the cases being relied upon in the case we began with. Bloomberg's Law Citer is called BCite. Access it through the BCite icon on the right of the case. BCite provides a summary analysis to the right side of the case that links you to BCite itself. Direct history provides information at the top on whether any of the direct subsequent history is negative. The history itself can be sorted by date, case status, or court, and can be filtered by court or date. Case analysis includes all citing cases. We can filter by how a citing case treats your case, positive or negative, or the status of the citing case, whether it has had positive, negative, or neutral analysis by its citing cases. Other filters include citation frequency, court, judge, and date. We can also sort by date, citation frequency, citation case analysis, or court. Citing documents includes everything on Bloomberg Law that cites your case. We can filter by date, content type, or practice area. And BCite also contains a table of authorities.